So good to have everyone with us today, and we will get started like we always do. So, um, although I don't know who iPhone is, I was going to say I don't think anybody new is in the class, but so I'll go through this kind of slow just in case. If you want to look down at your toes, have that imaginary line going across the toes. One foot's not further in front of the other foot, but all toes are touching it at the same place. Good. You're going to lift the toes up, spread them super wide, so wide that you can feel the inner toes stretching, and then gently put them back down, like little feathers floating down. And then you're going to press the heels down. So you should feel the quads engage. Good. Now maintain that even as we go through alignment for the rest of the body. Notice what your default is. Okay. Are you someone who leans forward? Are you someone who slouches back? Okay. And then try to find your neutral. So I like to just kind of roll forward and back on my pelvis a little bit. And I'm looking for neutral. Nope. Keep doing that. We got Carolyn popping on. And once you find your neutral, you are going to stick it and keep it right there. All right. Notice if as you rocked, are you still pressing the heels down? A lot of times we lose that. Okay, so keep those heels pressing and then lift up. Think of lifting from the pubic bone all the way up the front of the spine to the neck. Keep pressing the heels. Good. Let the shoulders roll back. Pull the elbows back and in a little bit, but still let your hands rest on your thighs. All right. And you should feel this kind of opening and expansion in the chest. Very nice. Now engage your pelvic floor. We talked a little bit about this before I left for surgery, that Mula Bandha. So engaging the pelvic floor, it actually takes a lot of pressure off of the back and off of the spine. So try to maintain that as best as you can. And then let the chin come down and back slightly. Let the eyes close. And then we'll start with 3 sighs here, 3 cleansing breaths. So 3 times, breathing in through the nose, open the mouth, and sigh it out. Remember, everybody is on mute, so you can sigh as loud as you want. After you take those 3 sighs, and please do them at your own pace, take your time with them, you'll start to breathe in and out just through the nose. And I want you just to take some quick inventory of your posture. Right? We went through proper sitting posture a moment ago. Notice if anything has changed. Are the toes still light like feathers? The heels pressing, thighs engaged, pelvic floor engaged, front of the spine lifted, elbows back and in. Are you in neutral? Did you go to your default? Then bring your attention to your breath. Without judging, without having any type of an expectation, notice the quality of the breath. Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it shallow? Is it deep? And just remembering to do that without expectation. So, working on mindfulness. Notice what the feeling of your sits bones is as it's touching the chair. Is there more pressure on one sit bone than the other sit bone? And then also noticing what your feet are touching. What is the texture of the floor beneath you? Or if you have socks on, what is the texture of the socks that you're wearing? The floor carpet? Is it fuzzy? Is it warm? Is the floor hard? hardwood, tile. And just observing that, just noticing it. And then coming back to the breath one more time, observing the flow in and observing the flow out. And then starting to allow the eyes to flutter back open, just coming back into our space. Very nice. Press those heels down. We'll start moving with the arms first. So just inhale, reach the arms up nice and high. You're going to exhale, you're going to bring them back down and around. Good. And then just keep going. Your breath, your pace. Inhaling as you reach up. Awesome. Exhaling as you bring it back down. And you're just observing for yourself. Does the stretch feel the same on both sides? Is it possible to touch your fingertips? If that feels easy, can you lift the arms up and maybe let the palms come together? Good. Right. Elbows, shoulders still staying back. Beautiful. Let's do one more. Very nice. All right. So you are going to lift your right leg into the air. So if you want to grab behind your thigh, you can grab behind your thigh. If it feels okay for you to grab around your shin, that will bring your knee a little bit closer in towards your chest. So you determine where you want to be with that. But try not to let the back round here. So chest stays nice and high, shoulders stay back, and just roll out the ankle. And then reverse it, other direction. And then release it, go to the other side. Beautiful. Roll out the ankle. Notice any clicks, any pops. And then reverse that, other direction. Beautiful. And release that down. All right, scoot forward just a little bit in your chair here. Make sure you don't fall off. You're going to straighten your right leg out in front of you and flex your foot. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, we're just going to do this dynamically. Fold forward, let the head drop. As you inhale, roll up, reach the arms above the head. Awesome. As you exhale, fold forward and let the head drop. And as you inhale, again, you roll it back up, reach the arms above the head. So as always, your breath, your pace. We all breathe differently. We all have a different pace, a different depth. And even for us as each individuals, that changes minute to minute, doesn't it? Awesome. Very nice. Good. So the next time that you come all the way back up, you will stay there. We will meet there. Take your time. Good. Lovely. All right. We're just going to do that on the other side. Nice little hamstring stretch. All right. So make sure your foot is flexed here. That protects the knee, which is super important. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, fold forward. Let the head drop. Roll yourself up and reach the arms above the head. So that's kind of a big motion to do on the inhalation, which means your inhale is going to be pretty deep. And see if you can match the exhale to that long, deep inhale. So that the journey down towards that leg is also longer. Let's do this one more. After you do one more, again, we will meet together sitting up. Take your time. Love it. Beautiful. All right. So feet back behind that imaginary line. We're just going to do a few cat cows and then we're going to stand up. We got lots of standing love to do today. So cat cows, as you exhale, round the back. Try one vertebra at a time here. As you inhale, arch the back. Again, one vertebra at a time. I've been starting to do these chin exercises for my aging neck. And as I've been doing a lot of research, they talk a lot about part of the reason that our chin has laxity is because we don't engage the muscles there. And so the muscles get weak and lax. And so something that you can do in cat cow, which I've been doing as well, is when you inhale and you look up, purse your lips and try to stick out your bottom jaw a little bit. And you will feel all those muscles in the front of the neck starting to engage. Let's do one more full cat cow. Awesome. Very nice. Yeah, I figure if anyone is driving next to me on the road, I look like a total weirdo because I do my chin exercises while I'm driving. Not that one, but like and I'm like, I'm sure all these people that are driving next to me are like, what is wrong with that lady? All right, go ahead and stand up. Oh, grab some water. We're going to be doing lots of moving. So we are not going to use the chair quite yet. Just have it to the side. And you are going to come into a wide-legged position. So you want your toes to be pointing out a little bit. I believe the books say like 45 degrees, but a little bit. And we're just going to start with the arms. So you're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Same thing we did when we were sitting down. Exhale, bring the arms back down. And we'll do this a few times. So I'm going to give the opportunity. Kim got kicked off and she's coming back in. For you to add on squats with this. Okay. If you don't want to do the squats and you just want to do the arms, go for it. Okay. Good. All right. So you're going to inhale, reach the arms nice and high. As you exhale, you are going to bend your knees, give a little squat. If you're doing that, make sure you can see your big toes, super important. And as you inhale, reach back up. Again, if it feels like that's not for you today, okay, do the arms. That's why we have those moving as well, right? So when you're going down, you're thinking of pulling your knees back kind of towards the pinky toe so that they don't come in towards the midline too much. Good. So anytime you bend your knee in a standing position, you really want your knee to point to the second and the third toe for proper alignment, and that keeps all the ligaments nice and happy and healthy and safe. That was really drilled into me in my training, so good. Just a few more. Hopefully the blood is starting to move a little bit. Beautiful. One more. Good. Release the arms and just come into some hip circles. So for me, I feel like I need to bring my toes forward a little bit more for the hip circles. They're still point it out slightly. Good. Always feels good on the low back. And then you're just going to reverse it, other direction. Very nice. And then just bring it to center. So you are going to come behind your chair now, using the chair for support, back of the chair. And I'm trying to think, I'm going to kind of demonstrate it diagonally so you can see it a little bit better. My left foot is going to be underneath me. My right foot is going to step out, okay? And I'm going to bring my hips back, okay? So I'm in a little bit of this lateral squat. You can see that my knee's not coming in front of my toes, not here, right? My weight is in my heel. My knee's also pointed the second and the third toe, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come back up, and then I'm just going to do that a couple times. So if you don't want to use the chair, you don't feel like you need it, you can put your hands on your hips, right? You can reach your arms out. Anything you want to do, okay? But the goal here is booty is going back, chest is coming forward. Good, one more. And then you simply switch sides. I'm just moving my chair, and you're gonna go to the other side. Good. So you got that chair for support. If you feel wobbly today, use it. That's why we have it. If not, right, you can put your hands on your hips. For me, I like that. Some people can put their arms out to the side. That's comfortable, adds a little more challenge if you're looking for more challenge. Good, two more. Beautiful. All right. So again, you might use it, you might not. Come back into that nice wide stance. Toes pointing out just a little bit. Make sure again, toes are going back towards the little toe side when you bend. And we're going to go back into those little squats. Okay. Not using your hands this time. But if you want, you can alternate lifting a heel as you go down. So maybe you lift the right heel. Maybe you lift the left heel. Maybe you don't. Okay. You decide you don't want to use the chair. You can keep your hands on your hips. Good. Beautiful. Now you see why we got that water. Knew I was working you today. Good. If you're doing heels, one more each side. Two more squats. Beautiful. All right. Bring those feet back together. We're going to come into our sun salutations. A little more leg work while we do those. Okay, so your chair is facing you, the seat of the chair. Your feet are behind your imaginary line. Awesome. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the chair. Good. Bend your right knee. Lift your left arm, twist. If you need to modify, place your left hand on your hip. You don't want to twist as deep. And bring yourself back to center. Good. Bend the left knee. Lift the right arm, twist. Again, modify, putting your hand on your hip if you like. And bring it all the way back. Awesome. Walk the feet back, downward facing dog. Check that imaginary line, even in downward facing dog. Let the head drop, let the tailbone lift. Beautiful. Right leg's coming forward, warrior one. Make sure the left heel's on the ground. You can have your hands in the chair seat, the back. Maybe you get a little more challenging, hands on the hips or You can do goddess arms. You can reach them up. Okay, make sure you can see that right big toe. And then push back tremendously through the left leg. Push it back. Push the left heel down. Awesome. Take the hands down to the chair. Transition, downward facing dog. Lift the tailbone up. And warrior one left side. Make sure the right heel is down. All right, just getting warmed up here. Find out where you want your hands. Tons of options. If you feel wobbly, use the chair, of course. Make sure you can see the left big toe. Push back a lot through the right leg. Push down through the right heel. Beautiful. Take the hands to the chair. Come into a forward fold. Right leg forward, left leg back. If you want to stay in forward fold and rest, you can. If you want to take a chair pose, take the weight into the heels, drop the hips, bend the knees, lift the arms. Make sure you can see all 10 of your toes if you're in chair pose. Breathe. Beautiful. Regardless of where you are, inhale, rise and shine. Arms above the head. Exhale, take it to the heart. Yay. We're going to do it again, and we're going to add on. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, forward fold. Good. Bend your right knee, twist to the left, modified or not. Great. Come back to center. Bend the left knee, twist to the right, modified or not. Beautiful. Back to center. Walk it on back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Check out that imaginary line with the feet. And right leg comes forward, warrior one. Determine where you want the arms. Make sure you can see the right big toe. If you want it a little harder, scoot your left foot back a little bit and bend a little deeper into that right leg. Okay, option only. Push back a lot though through the left leg. Beautiful. Take the hands to the chair. Transition, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Maybe the feet come a little closer together. Tailbone nice and high, even if you have to bend the knees. And warrior one left side. Okay, so same thing. Always want to be able to see that left big toe. If you want a little more challenge, scooch back with the right foot. Push back with the right leg and then bend the left knee a little bit deeper. If that feels like too much, don't do it. That's what's beautiful about yoga. It's your practice. It's nobody else's. As long as your alignment is safe, do what's good for you. Beautiful. Take your hands to the chair. Come back to your forward fold. Awesome. All right. You are going to bend your right knee, point your toes. Good. I want you to lift it up and then back to center. Up, back to center. Yep. You should feel this in your glute. Notice if your knee is going out to the side, out to the right at all. You want it to just go in a straight line straight up. One more. And then place that right foot down. You're going to switch sides. Bend the left knee, point the toes. Same thing. Lift it straight up. Bring it back to center. Lots of leg work today. And our legs are strong. We start maybe taking on walking. If it gets warmer, I wouldn't be walking outside right now. Looked at my phone before class. It said, I think it was 30 degrees, but felt like 23. I was like, woo! have strong legs, we're more likely to stay balanced when we're walking. Good. Left leg comes down. If you want to take chair pose, take it. If you want to rest, stay in your forward fold. Make sure you can see all 10 toes if you're in chair. Love it, ladies. Inhale, reach it on up. Exhale, take it to the heart. We're going to do a little wrist release before we do the next one. So you're going to be on your wrists again. So just bring the hands together. Nice little figure 8. And then reverse it other direction. That works your mind and your body. Beautiful. Give them a little shake. Shake it, shake it, shake. Yes. All right. Let's do it again. Inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. Bend that right knee, twist to the left. Good. Bring it to center. Bend the left knee, twist to the right. And bring it back to center. Walk it on back, downward facing dog. Good. Right leg forward, warrior 1. Scoot the left leg back a little if you want it more challenging. Totally up to you. Make sure you can see that right big toe. And breathe. Maybe see if you can slow your breath down a little bit when we stay in a pose like this. Awesome. Take the hands down, transition, down dog. And warrior 1, left side. Determine where you want the arms. Maybe the arms are getting tired. You give them a break. You put them on the chair. It's okay. Beautiful. Take the hands down, bring it into your forward fold. Good. All right. So now right leg is going to lift straight. If that's too challenging, you can do this with your right toes on the floor. That's fine. Otherwise, leg is up. You're going to flex the foot, bend the knee, straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Good. Straighten the leg. So this is working your hamstring. It's the back of the thigh. And you should also feel your glute working a little bit as well. And most likely your heel is not going to touch your glute, but you're squeezing as if it's going to. Good. One more. Beautiful. Bring that right foot down and switch sides. So if you need modified version, left toes are on the floor. You're bending and straightening. Otherwise, you lift that left leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, squeeze the heel towards the glute, and straighten the leg. Very normal for one side to be different than the other side, right? One side's probably a little stronger than the other. And so maybe just noticing that difference. Good. One more. And bring that left leg back down. Stay in forward fold unless you want to take that chair pose. You can do it. If you're in chair, I know I've said this every time, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Weight is in the heels, right? When I go in chair pose, I even lift my toes. Lift my toes sometimes and I spread them, and that makes me put my weight in my heels, which makes my legs work instead of my knees. Awesome. Inhale, everybody rise and shine. And exhale, take it to the heart. Love it. All righty. So I'm going to have you come next to your chair. I'm going to do a little inner thigh work. Okay. So you're holding onto your chair for support. If you get into it and you think you don't want to hold on to your chair, don't. All right, so if I'm standing on my left leg and my chair is to my left, I bring my right foot out in front of me, and my knee and my foot is going to turn out to the side. And then you're just going to lift that leg, and then you're going to lower it. Okay, so what you want to feel is this inner thigh lifting. Use the inner thigh to lift the leg up and lower it slowly. Knee still pointing to the second and the third toe, of course. Maybe the shoulders roll back a little more. Maybe you feel a little taller as you press into that left foot. Got it. 2 more. And then this one, we're going to lift it and we're just going to hold it for a moment. Maybe your right arm comes out to the side. You got this. It's temporary. You're a rock star. And release it down. Lovely. Okay. Other side. So move your chair, move your body, whatever's better. Same. Standing on the right leg now. Bring my left foot in front of me, point my toes, and I turn my knee and my foot out to the side. And then I just start to lift. And I lower. Good. Again, just noticing one side might be stronger than the other side. So if you do any of these exercises when we're not in class, then I would recommend doing the side that's not as strong a couple times more. It'll help build some of that strength. And one more before we do our hold. Tap it down, bring it up, hold it. Maybe your arm reaches out to the side. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're holding onto your leg. That's cool. Beautiful. Bring it all the way back down. Very nice. Round of applause. I know. All right. So have a seat, grab some water if you want some water. I know we moved a lot. We got our blood pumping a lot. Awesome. After you get your water, if you're getting that, we're going to do pigeon pose because we worked our legs and we need to stretch them out. So right ankle over the left knee. Remember to modify, you can put your foot on something in front of you and a little lower, like an ottoman or a chair. You can cross the ankles if that is not available to you. It's another modification. Just want to flex your foot nice and tall. If you want to lean forward, then you lean forward, but you think of moving your chest over your shin, right? So you don't round the back. I feel zero stretch when I do that. Instead, I bring it forward and down. And we breathe. And if you're one of those people who just despise this pose, remind yourself that it is temporary and we won't be here all day. Promise. Awesome. All right. Bring yourself all the way back up. Switch sides. Good. Stay nice and tall. You can stay upright. You can modify. If you want to come forward, you can come forward, right? Notice for yourself which side is tighter. One hip is going to feel like it's stretching more than the other side. And then notice, you determine which side that is, how that correlates to when we were doing our leg exercises. And I mentioned noticing if one leg feels stronger or weaker than the other one. A lot of times there's a correlation there. And breathe, relax the jaw. Mm. Good. Bring yourself all the way back up. Good. We're going to do one twist, and then I've got a really nice relaxation for you today. So inhale, reach those arms up. And then exhale, just twist to the right. And right arm can go behind your chair. Left hand can go outside of that right knee. You can push on the knee with the hand and push the knee also into the hand equally to get a little deeper twist. That's up to you. Notice if you're in your default in your pelvis or if you're in neutral, that changes the twist. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it back to center. When you inhale, reach those arms up again. And when you exhale, twist. Again, knee and hand pushing into each other equally. Okay. That's going to deepen your twist. Breath is slow. Notice if you're in your default. A lot of times when I do seated twists, I notice I'm in my default on the front of my sits bones. And then when I bring myself to neutral, the twist changes and I can usually get a little bit deeper into it. So just observing that for yourself. Awesome. Bring it on back to center. Good. So go get comfortable. Grab your water if you need some more water. All good. Grab my water. I'm going to be talking and go somewhere comfortable. Lay down in bed or on a couch or in a recliner. Lay down on the floor if you want. Put some socks on. So if you get chilly, know that you want to cover yourself up. Blanket maybe. Yeah, very nice. And when you get comfortable, of course, take your time. Let your eyes close. Go. Very nice. I love it. Once your eyes are closed, I'm just going to bring your attention to your breath. And begin by focusing on your breath as you take deep breath in. And as you exhale, think to yourself, calm and relaxed. Do that a few times, just taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, thinking to yourself, calm and relaxed. And imagine as you're resting there with your eyes closed and you're calm and relaxed, that you were walking into a warm or a hot shower. And the water is flowing over your head, like a wave of relaxation. And it passes through the crown of your head, and your crown begins to relax. And the muscles of your face, let them relax. Let the relaxation flow into your jaw as you feel your jaw becoming loose and relaxed. And then let that wave of relaxation flow into the muscles of your neck. Let go of the grip, the muscles of your neck by letting your head just feel heavy and fall into the support so that your neck doesn't have to hold it up. And then that heaviness, that relaxation goes into your shoulders. And let your shoulders relax. You know, it's said that we carry a lot of our stresses and tensions in our shoulders. So take a moment now to allow all the stress and all the tension in those shoulders to release. And your shoulders are becoming very relaxed now. They may even slump a bit, and that's okay. And then you let this warm wave of relaxation flow down your back and relax all the large and the small muscles of your back. And these are the muscles that work so hard all day long to hold you upright. So just let them relax. Let them feel broad and wide. And coming back to your shoulders for just a moment, feel that same warm, hot wave of relaxation move from the shoulders and down your arms, and all the way down into your hands. And the hands start to feel really heavy as if you were holding bags of sand in the palms of your hands. The fingers relax. And maybe you remind yourself that you have nothing to do at all right now except to breathe and to relax. Now let that relaxation flow around your thighs and come up into your chest, relaxing the muscles in your chest. This includes the heart muscle, the muscle of your diaphragm, perhaps just becoming aware of that space. and the movement of the diaphragm as you breathe. Right? So the diaphragm moves down to let fresh air rush into your lungs. And it rises back up and it pushes the used air out. And just allowing all these muscles to relax as your breathing slows, and yet your body receives plenty of air for all of its needs. And then you let that wave of relaxation flow into your stomach and the middle body, into your pelvis and your buttocks. And you are becoming so comfortable and relaxed that the tension is dissolving out of your body with each breath. And your legs are becoming like sponges, and now your thighs are soaking up relaxation. And your knees, like sponges, are soaking up relaxation. And your ankles. And then that relaxation flows through your feet and out through the soles of the feet. And you become aware that your entire body is relaxed from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And now imagine yourself at the top of a stairway with 10 steps going down. It's going down into your inner self and your authentic self. And I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And with each count, imagine yourself going down another step. And when I say the number 1, you will find yourself in a peaceful place where you will feel calm and safe and happy. So starting at 10, take a step down to 9, and another step down to 8, feeling more and more calm. And another step down to 7, going deeper and deeper. Take the next step down to 6, more and more relaxed. And then down to 5. You are halfway there to your inner world. When I say the number 1, you will be 10 times more relaxed than you are right now. Take the next step down to 4. And another step down to 3. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Now the next step down to 2 and 1. And you find yourself there now in a beautiful, peaceful place where you find yourself in this special place, whether you imagine it or feel it. Notice the peace. Notice the tranquility, the privacy, the security. Notice the satisfaction that you feel. There are so many sensations to enjoy. Begin to pay attention to what you see here. What are you hearing? Notice if there are any aromas or scents. Focus for a moment on what the feeling of the air against your skin would be like. And now just rest for a few moments here in this special, peaceful place. And allow your body to absorb deeply the peacefulness and security that you've discovered in your inner world. And when you hear my voice again, you will move back to the stairway that you came down. And so it's time to return to your outer world of waking consciousness. So you find yourself at the bottom of the stairway with the 10 steps, this time going up. And I will count from 1 to 10, and you will come back to your outer world feeling refreshed, as if you've slept for several hours, deep restorative sleep. You'll feel relaxed yet energized and ready to go on with your day. At step number 1, coming up, step 2, coming up higher. Step 3, you are coming up and coming back. Step 4 and step 5. Step 6, coming back and continuing to feel this wonderful, calm, and relaxed feeling. Step 7, Feeling the refreshing energy beginning to flow in your arms and legs. Step 8, energy flowing through your torso. Maybe your breath deepening. Step 9, relax, refreshed, and ready to go on with your day. And step 10, when you are ready, you will let your eyelids open. And if you want to stay where you are and relax longer, stay. Good. When you do come up, when you do come back, move in any way that feels good and comfortable for you. And I will end by thanking you for trusting me to guide you through your practice. It's always wonderful to be in your virtual space. Peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, peaceful intentions. Namaste. Much love.